DeGay tonight. Jason's got a big court appearance tonight. Got a good show for you tonight. We are going to open the phone lines initially, and then we're going to have, obviously, on this night, our canadas in the kitchen. Also, Dr. Laura Battle, and we are going to talk to folks from the big Independence Day celebration, which is not on 4th of July this year. Want to stick around for that. All of that tonight on Bayou Time.
In the heart of the Bayou, we are gathered here tonight. Now it's time for action, 'cause our lives are on the line. Tonight we'll do our very best to break through all the bureaucratic mess. The time has come tonight, 'cause it's Bayou time. Show what Louisiana's all about.
Again, hello everyone. Welcome to the program. I'm Stan Gravois, sitting in tonight for Jason DeGay. Jason had a prior engagement and may do that very same engagement on Thursday night, so I may be back very well that night also. Got a great show for you tonight. At 7 o'clock, we're going to have folks from the big Independence Day celebration, which happens every year here in the Houma area. Lee Schaefer, Robin Lejeune, and Chris Johnson are going to come up, and they'll talk a little bit about this year's festivities, everything that's going on. And I mentioned a little bit earlier as we were coming into the show, it is not on July 4th this year, it's on July 2nd. Remember, July 4th is on a Monday this year, July 2nd on a Saturday, and they have a Saturday chock-a-block with stuff to do. Then at 7:15, we're going to go to Canadas in the kitchen, and of course Joni Petra will have Chef George Caslow and Tony DeSalvo in the kitchen. And then Dr. Laura Battle comes on. She's got good interviews today. She is going to be talking about the Louisiana Girls Leadership Academy with Alexandra Casey and Molly DeLotte. So that comes a little bit later in the show. But as we always do, we started off with the news in our area. Jason Serenier is going to take it from here and give you our local news.
In state news, Tuesday, the Louisiana House of Representatives approved Senate changes to the state's $25 billion budget, sending the bill to the governor's desk. The Senate version approved by the House restores nearly $200 million in cuts that were approved previously by the House. In the Senate bill, the Senate found ways to restore most of the House's cuts by using federal hurricane recovery dollars and raiding various state funds. The budget now heads to Governor Bobby Jindal's desk for his signature. In Lafourche Parish news, a Thibodeaux man has been convicted of rape and incest charges stemming from an ongoing investigation since 2007. On Monday, Timothy Thibodeaux was found guilty of aggravated rape and incest. Lafourche Parish District Attorney Cam Morvon says that the aggravated rape charge carries a mandatory life sentence. District Attorney Cam Morville adds that Thibodeaux will be formally sentenced next month. In news from Terrebonne, a murder trial in Terrebonne has been postponed. A planned trial this week for Bernard Verrett has been rescheduled for August because of another trial being held at the same time. Verrett is accused of killing his wife last July and leaving her body off Savannah Road. If convicted, Verrett could face life in prison. In other news, if your daily commute to work takes you over the Dularge overpass, be prepared to take an alternate route. DOTD officials are having to make emergency repairs to the bridge after a locking mechanism failed Tuesday morning. No word yet on when the bridge will be repaired. And in more news, a Dularge woman finally gets her home raised after waiting several years and going through several miles of red tape.
I'm glad that Kim was able to help me on insurance, to have all my paperwork done, because there's a lot of paperwork to be done and there's a lot of stuff you don't understand, and you need to understand when you fill out this paper with the government.
Home lifting contractor Orlean Shoring says that lifting a two-story house can be difficult.
Currently, I don't believe there's anything we can't do. Now, some we choose not to do. This particular home, it is partially a two-story. We have to take that weight into account in our engineering, as well as in the quality and the workmanship that's done underneath the house. We have to make sure it has enough piles to support that additional weight. But we also did Mr. Marvin Marmon's house on Bayou Dularge, and that was almost 6,000 square feet, but it was all on one level. 6 separate slabs, we bolted them all together and raised the house up, and it's currently about 12 feet from grade at this moment.
Geraldine says that she is just happy to finally get it done after waiting and flooding so many times before.
Well, I'm tired of being flooded. There's two times that we flooded, 3 foot of water in the house. But I applied for this grant about after Katrina, I think it was, and Rita. And it finally come through. This lady come by one day and asked me who was raising my house. I said, well, nobody yet. So I decided to go with them, all insuring, and she helped me all through the process of doing it.
Very good. Glad that they got that done. And I got to back up a little bit into one of Jason's stories there. I do use the Dularge overpass quite frequently, and it is a pain in the buttocks. I got to tell you right now with that thing the way it is, and even the way it is there all the time in general. So if you have a call, we're going to take calls when we get back from this commercial break. Call us. Let us know what's going on. If you have an opinion on something, if you have just a statement you'd like to make, 879-1231. We see that the phone lines, are already filled up. Of course, the big tax on the cigarettes is flaring back up. They're trying a kind of a loophole to get that thing passed, and we'll talk about that a little bit. And shrimpers are sitting around waiting for a lawsuit that some environmentalists are coming along with. So if it wasn't enough with the hurricanes and with BP last year, now there's an environmental group out there that is kind of putting a damper on what might happen with them. They don't want turtles being caught. Anything you would like to talk about, we are going to open the phone lines. Got to take a commercial break first, but then we'll give you your voice. We'll do that after this break.